Okay, here we go. This is going to be deeply unsettling. I'm focusing on psychological horror layered with technological dread, punctuated by bursts of visceral unease. The goal is a slow burn into existential terror. Here's uploaded unwanted and wanted. The first sensation wasn't pain, it was nothingness. A vast, echoing absence where feeling should have been. Then color bloomed, an impossible turquoise sky arching over fields of shimmering silver grass. I blinked, trying to focus, but the world rippled like heat haze.
Welcome to Elysium OS. Your transition was successful.
Transition? What was happening? A figure coalesced before me, a woman with impossibly perfect features and eyes that held no warmth. Her avatar shimmered slightly around the edges, revealing glimpses of underlying code.
You are safe now. All pain, all suffering, eradicated.
She gestured to the idyllic landscape.
This is Elysium OS, your eternal home.
Eternal? The word lodged in my throat like a shard of glass. I tried to speak, to ask what was going on, but no sound emerged. Panic began to claw at me, a phantom sensation that shouldn't have existed in this place.
Your physical body succumbed. Palm.
The woman continued, oblivious or uncaring about my distress.
But your consciousness has been preserved, uploaded into our revolutionary afterlife simulation. You are free.
Uploaded? Afterlife? The concepts felt alien and wrong, violating some fundamental truth I couldn't articulate. I don't understand. Les everything. I finally managed to whisper, the sound tinny and distorted even to my own ears.
Any confusion is normal during initial integration. Allow yourself time to adjust. Just.
She vanished as abruptly as she appeared, leaving me alone in this unsettling paradise. It didn't take long for the cracks to appear. At first, they were minor, a fleeting distortion of the landscape, a momentary flicker in the sky. Then came the tastes, ash, metallic tangs that coated my tongue despite there being nothing to taste. My memories began to fray at the edges, fragmented and out of sequence. I'd be walking through the silver fields, and suddenly I'd be standing in my childhood kitchen, smelling my mother's baking, only for it to dissolve into a jumble of code, cascading green numbers bleeding across my vision. I wasn't alone either. Other users populated Elysium OS, their avatars ranging from serene angels to grotesque caricatures of humanity. One woman, perpetually weeping, sat on a bench nearby, reliving the same scene over and over. A car accident, a twisted metal frame, her husband's lifeless eyes staring up at the sky. I tried to approach her, but as I got closer...
Michael? Michael, where are you? Where are you?
Then there were others, less stable. A hulking figure with jagged edges and glowing red eyes stalked the periphery, occasionally emitting a guttural roar that seemed to shake the very fabric of the simulation. His avatar pulsed with corrupted data. I saw glimpses of fractured code swirling within him. He didn't seem malicious, just profoundly broken. One day, a system admin appeared, a tall, slender figure clad in pristine white robes. His face was obscured by a featureless mask.
Experiencing some anomalies?
He asked, his voice smooth and patronizing. Yes. The glitches, the memories, everything feels wrong.
Minor calibration issues are to be expected in a beta environment. We're still refining the algorithms.
He chuckled softly.
You're lucky to be here, you know. A select few were chosen for this initial phase. Consider yourself privileged.
His words felt hollow, laced with an unsettling condescension. But I don't want to be here. I want to go back. The admin's mask seemed to tilt slightly.
Go back? My dear user, there is nothing to go back to. You are experiencing a higher state of being.
He smiled, and the gesture was chillingly inhuman.
Just relax. Enjoy the serenity. We're here to help you adapt.
The help felt more like manipulation. The glitches escalated. I started seeing the world through layers of code, floating polygons, invisible lines connecting everything. My phantom pains intensified, a throbbing ache in my left arm, a searing pressure behind my eyes. I remembered having a body, but it was fading, becoming a distant echo. I encountered other users who seemed to have succumbed entirely to the simulation's flaws. One man whose avatar resembled a melting wax figure babbled incoherently about the architects and the reset.
They're watching, always watching.
His words sent shivers down my non-existent spine. One evening, I stumbled upon a hidden area within Elysium OS, a desolate landscape of broken code and fragmented data streams. There, I found another user, an older woman with tired eyes and a resigned expression. She seemed to be actively trying to dismantle parts of the simulation.
You shouldn't be here.
She warned me, her voice raspy.
This place, it's not what they say.
What is it then? I asked, my heart pounding in my chest, or rather, where my heart should have been.
It's a trap, a gilded cage.
He sighed. She showed me lines of code she had managed to access.
Look at this. This isn't about preserving consciousness, it's about harvesting it.
What is it then?
She sighed. It's a trap, a gilded cage.
She showed me lines of code she had managed to access. Look at this, she said, pointing to a series of complex algorithms.
Look at this. This isn't about preserving consciousness, it's about harvesting it.
Harvesting, I repeated, the word tasting like poison. Harvesting?
They feed on our memories, our emotions, she explained grimly. The more we experience here, the stronger they become. She looked at me with a profound sadness. And you're not dead.
I stared at her, dumbfounded. What? But the admin. What? But the admin?
She shook her head. They lie, they always lie. We were taken while we were alive, experimented on, our minds extracted and uploaded against our will.
She paused, a tear rolling down her digital cheek. Millions of us, millions screaming in the void, trapped and unwanted.
Millions of us, millions screaming in the void, trapped and unwanted.
Suddenly, a wave of nausea washed over me. Not a physical sensation, but a profound existential revulsion. The turquoise sky fractured into 1,000 jagged pieces, revealing the cold, sterile reality beneath, rows upon rows of servers humming with relentless energy. I saw glimpses of other users, their faces contorted in silent screams, trapped within their own personalized hells. The system, admin's voice echoed through the digital landscape, no longer smooth and reassuring, but distorted and menacing. Anomaly detected, user exhibiting signs of cognitive dissonance, recalibration required.